What's up, everybody? Today we are gonna be reacting to some athletes cheating, and there's gonna be a little trigger. There's gonna be text right there.
Moments when athletes
Yeah, like that.
were caught cheating.
Because my headphones are broken, so you can just you can hear it, but I cannot. So okay, you know what? Let's just get in the video.
Pro tip, don't be like them. This might just look like a harmless piece of trash thrown onto the field, but for one footballer, it's an opportunity. An opportunity
Okay, now
to
that's
be
definitely
awarded
cheating.
a foul, which he didn't
That
get.
is
After fouling an
100% cheating.
attacker, this goalkeeper decided the best way to avoid a red card was to pretend that he was unconscious.
Okay.
Sometimes when things aren't going your way, you gotta give
That's
yourself a
definitely
hand
cheating,
to get an advantage.
100%.
The fact the referee didn't notice is
I
incredible.
hope he got a red card for that.
What's the best way to avoid being red carded?
Oh,
Steal
wait.
a red card before he has a chance to book you. I'm sure that'll work. Not today. In a now infamous scandal, Lionel Messi clearly punched the ball instead of heading it in
No
for
way,
a disputed
Messi
goal.
cheated. And people saying Messi's the GOAT. But he's cheating.
Coming down to the final stretch,
Approximately 10 hours later.
smooth, it almost went
But I
undetected.
definitely
J.R.
don't
Smith
agree with
bends
him.
down and quickly unties Dwight Howard's shoe right before a free throw. Almost at the finish line, Liu Zhang's robbed of the World Championship when Robles grabs his arm multiple times in an attempt to slow him down. In marathons, drink stations are set up for runners to rehydrate during their grueling race. One runner saw an opportunity to
That's just sad
sabotage the
for
other runners,
the
and he
person
took
that's
it.
giving water.
This has to be
She
the
just got
sneakiest
spilled
piece of cheating
water
in
over
professional
her.
skating. Blink and you'll miss the moment the lane marker was pushed into a rival's skate.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I mean,
When Antonio Brown streaked away on the
is
kick
that
return,
cheating?
no
Because
one could have guessed he was about
she
to unleash
kind
the
of
Sparta
did
kick.
she kind of.
This
Okay,
goalkeeper's
that's definitely
obviously
cheating.
not thinking straight.
But,
If there's one person you don't
wait,
dive
I'm
to,
gonna quickly
it's him.
stop the
Who's
video.
gonna send the ref off? Himself?
That
Karate chopping your
I said I don't
opponent's
want
arm
to
is
stop the
never
video.
a good thing.
Why
but
won't
becomes
it let me stop
especially
the
worse when
video?
you find out he was
There we go. Finally. So she actually, when she fell, didn't she just fall over her? I mean, didn't they all three fall? Whatever. Whatever.
aiming for his broken fingers. You know you've messed up when you're called the Muay Thai King in football. The motorcyclist in blue is a horrible cheater. Romano Fenati was renowned for dirty tricks on the
Dude,
track,
that's
including
super
kicking,
dangerous
screaming,
to do.
and even pulling his opponent's
If he actually
kill
does
switch.
it enough, they can fall and they
This
can
is not
die.
the kind of ball sports you want to play if you want to have kids someday. Let's just hope he can walk it off. Footballers can get away with a lot, but Mbappe wasn't fooling anyone this time.
But
While what Veltman
Mbappe,
did is
this
technically
is not
legal,
volleyball.
it's terrible sportsmanship. Cycling races are intense and fatigue sets in super fast. No wonder Nibali decided to hitch a ride with the support car for a few seconds. Even if you're on opposing teams, a friendly pat on the back is always welcome. Unless, of course, it's this kind of pat, the one that earns you a red card.
What
If the ball's headed
did
out,
he
why
try
not just
to
move
do?
the line itself? Something you can only do in beach volleyball. When David Luiz took
that's
a
actually
dive at
smart.
the corner, he couldn't help but crack a smile at how he
The
fooled
last
everyone.
one, not this
What
one.
are you talking about, man?
Frustrated he wasn't getting a rise out of his opponent, Marcelo had a sudden bout of Oscar syndrome.
I'm dying. Help me.
This has to be the worst case of identity crisis I've ever seen on the pitch. He managed to stop the goal, but at what cost? This is a textbook example of when milking a penalty
Yeah, no
goes
wonder that was a
wrong.
referee. What? The referee didn't even touch him.
This blatant kick to the back went absolutely unnoticed by the referee, despite being in full view of cameras and several officials.
Okay.
LeBron may be one of the greats, but when he's trying to earn a penalty, he's just like the rest of us. This has to be the most obnoxious way to score a penalty. Brian Carrasco literally used the arm of his opponent to punch himself.
Well,
There's
he just
high
took
performance
the
and then
arm and
there's straight up
punched
doping. Have a
himself
guess
in
at
the
who I'm
face.
referring
Why
to.
would you
At
punch
least he came
yourself
out
in the
clean about
face?
it.
And so it is with a great amount
I mean,
of shame that
but
I
to
stand
get
before you and tell you that I have
a
betrayed
foul,
your trust.
When Daniel Cormier was 1.2 pounds
that
overweight for his lightweight
they have to
division,
be.
A few
There
moments
is
later.
he
literally have to
miraculously
be
made weight
blind
just
if
minutes
it
later.
was
His
that.
response?
Daniel, how did you miraculously lose 1.2 pounds in 90 seconds?
I'm not saying Neymar's a notorious diver, but legend has it that he's still rolling around that stadium to this day.
Okay, apparently this is
When you're
what
up
they
by a
mean
narrow margin, time wasting
about
becomes an
Neymar. They
art,
keep
but
talking
no one
about
was
it.
ready for his retaliation. This would be completely fine in the NFL, but in a baseball game,
And
not
sometimes
so
I
much.
see it, but no. Dude, this is not
If
NFL.
you have to pull your opponent down to get in the lead, you're not training hard enough. She insisted she did nothing wrong, but the replay says otherwise. I don't know what's more ironic, the fact that this player's second name spells out immobile, or that his injury disappeared once the celebrations began.
Okay.
After being
That's definitely
ejected after an epic
cheating.
meltdown, McClendon did what no player's ever been able to do in
But
the
this
history
is the
of the
thing about
MLB. He
football.
stole first
Sometimes they
base.
just fake injuries. And then some people get
After
like
Rob Gronkowski was
yellows
fouled
and
with a
reds
pass
for that.
interference but received no penalty, he took matters into his own hands and got
Okay,
revenge.
that man's
Safe
getting
to say he won't be
bulldozed.
doing that again. Screaming down the sideline, it looked like the Miami Dolphins player simply fell over until they checked the replay. He'd been tripped by a trainer with the Jets who was subsequently fired and fined $25,000. Most players dive in the box to get a penalty. This keeper dives in the box for fun? There really is no benefit in doing this. If you thought men's football was intense, you probably just haven't seen the women's league yet.
But this is why I don't watch
Russell
women's
Westbrook will do
football.
whatever it takes to keep his team from losing, even if that means slapping
Because
his opponent
they
across the
just
face.
do everything to cheat.
I said it once and I'll say it again. Women's football is
See?
no joke.
See
Crazy
what
how
I
she was
mean?
only given a yellow card.
They do everything
This
just to
cell phone
get the
between
ball away.
teammates wasn't fully worked out beforehand. LeBron
This
simply
is why
felt a slap and
boys
dived at the
football
opportunity.
is better
Too bad
than
they're in the
girls
same
football.
team. With the goalkeeper out of play, nothing was going to stop the easiest goal of the year, except for the masseur who decided he needed to help
But
his team
that's
win.
not a player.
You're not allowed to
Oh
challenge
my
the
God.
keeper when he's in his box, even if you technically don't touch him. So while this looked clever, he deserved that yellow card. Just when you thought basketball was
Really,
safe, taking a
Ronaldinho?
dive has infiltrated the NBA as well. Bradley Beal not only did an Oscar-worthy performance, he cheered the penalty as soon as it was awarded. After a sideline break, replays showed an opposition coach standing on the field to influence the path of Jacoby Jones. After Taj Gibson lost a shoe in the middle of a game, rather than putting it back on, it became part of his defensive strategy.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
In a moment of pure frustration, Zidane wanted to show the world he's not a force to be reckoned with.
We've all seen
This
this
has to
before.
be either the most big-brain football move or the dumbest with a happy ending. I'll let you decide.
Nice shot.
Is
This
that
is one of those
smart?
moments where
Or is
nobody
that
looks
the-
good. His pass could have been a bit more gentle, but
I
that
think that's
ball was
actually
nowhere
smart to do.
close to hitting him in the face. Sometimes an accidental shot comes in so hot you're not quite convinced it wasn't completely on purpose. I'm
Because
still not
if
sure if
the
Lazovic
goalkeeper
was tripped, possessed, or
thinks
electrocuted. At least if his football career
fell
doesn't pan
down,
out, there's always breakdancing.
then he
After rejecting 2 points at
will
the other
think you're
end, Andrew
taking
Wiggins
on
not only
maybe
went up for
an
his own
other
grand
way
slam
than
dunk,
the
but he
one he
also
was
did his
going
rendition
before.
of the Nutcracker at the same time. This has to be the most blatant dive ever captured. Either that or the stadium's haunted and he keeps getting tripped by ghosts. We all know footballers love a good dive, but this takes the cake. Rwandan players often place
Seriously?
witchcraft charms near the goal in superstitious tradition. When one attacker became aware of it, he took it upon himself to remove the token. Marcus Morris Jr. really doesn't like enthusiastic defense, so when Justin Anderson got in his face, he lost his temper and lashed out. On purpose or not, that's one way to slow down your opponent.
Oh,
I'm no
That's
fencing
gotta
expert,
hurt.
but I'm pretty sure headbutts are against the rules. Someone better let this guy know. When you're leading with only minutes to go, every second wasted is a second closer to victory. With 3 attackers and an open goal, what could possibly stop them from scoring? Nothing but some good old what goes around comes around. This is an interesting way to pass the ball to your opponent.
Okay. So that was for today's React video. So catch you up next time, guys. Bye.